Neo Geo games. You can find many different kind of versions, but you also can get scammed actually. And that's what we're going to be talking about. But also, we're going to be talking about in general games itself. I think some time ago, and I must say that the person itself didn't scam me because he actually told that they're like not original AES games. They're actually converted games. And when it comes to the world of converted, you need to be very careful. Some time ago I actually picked up 3 of them for a pretty good price. But you always need to be very careful with these MBS conversion with a simple 2 reasons. First, don't pay too much for them because they're not like the same value like an original AES game. And second of all, they're conversions, and how well did they actually make them? Who made them? So first of all, let's grab ourselves like an original AES game. And what you're getting with the AES game is of course like a complete manual booklet, or actually like complete with case and everything. And of course when you're going to be looking at the AES and the MVS games, they are looking completely different. So when it comes to the MVS games, they are actually made for the arcade machines itself. And of course this is one of the reasons why they look like this. Sometimes you have like multiple slots, and when you have like a multiple slot device, you can actually stack them or actually put them in a certain order. And in this way we can easily, like say, read the middle part over here. And that's actually how it is. You can put the games in the machine, and with a switch you can switch between the games. It's kind of genius when it comes to that. However, what is going on with the AES version? This was the home console version. And the home console version, you can see that looks completely different. More like, let's say, in Super NES and Mega Drive game with a very nice sticker on there. And also when it comes to, let's say, the PCBs, they were completely different, what you can just see over here. So this is not like you can just do stick in different games. Nope, they're completely different. So in this way, yeah, they're not interchangeable. We do have converters, but they are like not a cheap option. And yeah, that would be an option to actually play. So let's say if you have an AES system, you can use like a converter and use MVS games because they are so much cheaper. So with this translucent version, what you can actually see on the MVS, there are actually chips on there. And what I understand is that one of the ways is actually reusing the original chips on a brand new board. And in this way, they can actually make conversions. And what you can see over here, we do have like different qualities. So let's do a quick overview. So I actually paid, I think it's around $100 each. So it's a pretty good deal if you ask me. Because if you need to buy the original AES, they're like so much more. However, I just wanted to play the games, and where this is still semi-original hardware, I thought this can be absolutely awesome. But let's start with the Metal Slug version. So this is, I think it's called the Snapbox, and the overall quality, I don't know. You can really see the way how the plastic is. It's not the same quality like the original SNK games. So when it comes to the overall cartridge, I find it absolutely interesting because you can actually see that we do have, like say, the SNK logo made in Japan. If this is like a reproduction, that would be a possibility. So one of the giveaways, if you want to make sure the game is, like say, 100% AES, you can really see on the sticker, like there are some weird things going on. It's not like perfectly, overall made, and the quality is, I don't even need to do like a side-by-side comparison. You can just see there is something wrong with it. So when it comes to, let's say, the quality-wise, I do need to clean it up because I did see a couple of times it didn't boot up or has some minor glitching. And then of course we're having the manual, or there is not actually a manual that comes with it, and the overall print quality is also not that great. So yeah, this is one of those giveaways. So if you want to buy one of these games, you need to pay premium price. Always triple check if everything is in pristine condition, because the Snapbox is not great. But also when it comes to the way how it is made, of course the original Metal Slug game is not like this. And then even not to talk about maybe the label or the overall cover will be different. So another thing is they're going to be having the puzzle bubble. Yeah, if you're going to be looking at this, so this is a little bit better actually. So if you're going to be looking at the Snapbox, or that is not like Snapbox, it's like, how do you sell it? It's like the normal box. You can just fold it open, and the overall quality, it's better. The way how this looks. So one of the other giveaways that can be is actually the plastic, but no, it's not correct with mine too. It just comes with no metal, just has this particular, let's say, this piece of plastic. I think when it comes to the MVS, you're going to be sticking it in your arcade to showcase how the game works, but also this is absolutely low quality. But how about the game itself? You can actually see the game. This is absolutely so much better. It's not still perfect. You can see it's glossy. This is not aligned perfectly. let's see what another game, how it is when it comes to just a random game in the collection. For example, having a different original AES game, you can just see not only the quality is different, I mean, the quality is different, it's getting really close now, but the way how they actually put it on the cartridge, you can see there is still a little bit of space over here, and it's cut off by Made in Japan. So yeah, this is actually one of those other giveaways. So for example, if you want to buy a loose cartridge, so let's say if you're going to be making pictures and everything, you would just see it on a picture. It would absolutely look great when it comes to that. So, and also the SNK logo and everything else on here. And then of course we're having the Aero Fighters. And the Aero Fighters, yep, that is like an other cartridge. It is, oh, and it's interesting to see, like there's, looks a little bit more different, like when it comes to the cartridge. Let's see, you can see the cartridge quality is quite good. Same logo here, and also here the sticker. But I must say the sticker itself is quite nice. It still comes with this particular piece of, let's say, plastic. Nothing fancy there. The overall quality is good, and I must say the smell of the cartridge is also different. Yeah, smell it. Yeah, absolutely. Like the plastic smell, yeah, like the more like the chemical plastic smell. And I don't know I can say like when it comes to the PCB itself, because it's like completely green. And that can also maybe be a giveaway. So this is the one that I have on the original one. But if this is like a giveaway, that is something maybe the pros can actually say. So let's start with the possible game. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if it boots up. See, and this is what I mean. It can also happen with original games, but it's actually glitching like crazy. Wow. So let's clean it. And cleaning it makes it indeed so much better. So I don't know if there's like a difference in quality. So let's say if you're having one of those games that have like different PCBs and everything, like it's an, when I say fake game, but it's like a conversion game if these PCBs are less quality when it comes to the pins. But so for the game, it seems to be having no problem whatsoever. So let's play a little bit with them. Puzzle Bubble. So far, no weird things going on. And I must say, like Puzzle Bubble, man, I love this game. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba, bum, bum. I cannot really recall when I actually played it for the first time, but you know, this is absolutely one of those games I would love to buy for the AES Plus. But another way, this is just an absolutely fun way to play. Oh, no cheating line. Ooh, I completely messed that part up. Okay. Oh, nope. Okay, there we go. The purple ones. Ah, got him. Oh, the green ones. No, that's absolutely in a really difficult spot. Okay. There we go. Oh, that was a good one. All right. No! Crap. Let's move it like that. There we go. Oh! Yeah. Next game, Aero Fighters. Let's see. Aero Fighters 2, actually. So I didn't clean the cartridge, just see if it's going to be booting up without any glitches. But, you know, when it comes to these conversion games, don't get me wrong, they can still be very expensive. Where I had like this insane good deal, sometimes you can actually find that. And, you know, it's a little bit debatable situation, of course. Like, you do actually have a semi-original part when it comes maybe the chips and everything, but it's not like 100% AES. But if you just want to play the games, like I do, I think this is absolutely just an overall fun way to play. But so far, don't see any weird thing going on. Man, I love my shmups. So far, so good. Let's move to my favorite game too. Maybe my #1 game, Metal Slug series. Some time ago I did manage to get some weird glitches again, but I cleaned that cartridge only one single time and it seems to be working fine now.
Metal slug.
So every option is in here like it's supposed to be.
Mission 1, start.
And if you wonder, you can actually use the Uni-Bios if you have installed it in your system. Normally you can't actually do that. There we go. Infinite time. Auto fire. Infinite ammo. Infinite bombs. Yeah, let's go cheating. Normally I don't do this, but let's see. But also here, everything works like a freaking charm. So where these games are not 100% AES, I am super happy to add these to my collection. Because, you know, it's a fun way to actually play. However, with the brand new AES Plus games coming out, the question remains, is it still viable? Is it something you should actually consider? So where I paid like $100 for it, now if these games will be released officially again, they're going to be costing less and you're going to be having a manual to begin with. And I'm guessing higher quality overall, let's say, when it comes to the, let's say, shell and everything. So what will happen with these kind of games? Will they become cheaper? That is something we'll be seeing in the future. And how many games they will actually release from the AES Plus. Nevertheless, thank you all for watching. Consider subscribing and it would be great to see you in the next video.